Hello YouTube, I'm Medicine Waltz here with another deck profile. This was the clan that I've tried to build in the past, but have never been really in the mood to build fully, so I've put it off for the entire time I've been playing Vanguard. I bought the original starter deck and messed around with it a little bit, but never really actually built it. So yeah, eventually I am gonna update it to the Seeker stuff with a bit of Majesty Lord Blaster in it. So I'm gonna be doing I do want to build a Majesty Lord Blaster really badass deck. So eventually I'll be getting around to that. But for now, on to the stuff. Again, with every profile deck for any Vanguard deck, the starter, which is Brugal, which will be updated to Wingall Brave. Sentinel, or not Sentinel, Forerunner. And if I had more copies of him in the deck, basically he'd gain 1,000 power for each one. So he'd basically be an AK booster. But he's just there because of some of the cards in here. But I will be replacing him when I get my actual deck build. For now, now onto the triggers, which is Weapons Dealer Gwydion, 4 copies. Yeah, I'm just gonna be going through the triggers as fast as possible. So yeah, Gwydion. Impact Seeker Modorong, which is a crit trigger. Not sure if I pronounced his name right, but 4 of Bringer of Good Luck, Epona, which got an upgrade into the Gold Paladins as Liberator of Good Luck, Epona, or just Liberator of Luck, Epona. I would have to actually get the card to see, and I really don't feel like doing that right now. And finally, Idrisil Maiden Elaine. A favorite Royal Paladin heal trigger. Just saying that. Just putting that out there. Moving on to the grade 1s now. Yeah. Right now I run 1 copy of Toypical. Actually, I want to run 3. Next up, Toypical. Basically, if you have a grade 3 Vanguard and a grade 3 Rear Guard, as long as it's 2 or more. So basically, you can have 1 grade 3 Rear Guard and a grade 3 Vanguard, and Toypical gains an extra 3,000 power when boosting. So basically, it's 9k booster as long as you have 2 grade 3s on the field. Next up is Starlight Unicorn, which I'm probably going to replace Toypical with a 3rd copy. But right now I'm running 2. So 2 is fine for now. Next up is 3 copies of Jewel Knight Molly. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but this is your self-damager. And I will only be running 3, and I will not run 4 again. This next card should give you an idea of 3 of my grade 2s two of my grade 2s, which I'll get into. I run 4 copies of Snowball. Snowball gains 1,000 power for each, so basically it can become a 9k booster. Yeah, and if you've figured out what my 1 grade 3 and 2 of my grade 2s are, which I will eventually be running more copies, but oh, and for my Sentinel I run Flash Shield Assault. So moving on to the grade 2s, which you should understand, which is Beastmaster Garmor. Basically, he searches out Snowball or Brugal. Yeah, I'm running the Garmors, along with High Beast Breeder Akane, which I'm going to try and get more of her. Next up is Combined Strength Liberator Congrius. That's just how I'm pronouncing his name. Basically, during the turn when a Vanguard is in Legion, when this unit attacks Vanguard, it gains 4,000 power. So it's basically a 13k attacker if it's used in Legion, which I will be getting more of him. And replacing the Tamers. They want to replacing the 2 grade 2 Garmors and Akane. And as in any Liberator, in any Gold Paladin and Royal Paladin deck now, doesn't matter if it works in the deck or not, I will be running 4 Blaster Blades or Blaster Blade Liberator or Blaster Blade Seeker, Blaster Blade Liberator. Basically, a majority of my Paladin decks will be running a Blaster in them. So, yeah. Oh, and he is part of the Majesty Lord Blaster set, along with 4 Blaster Darks, which I have. Thankfully, I don't need to go and do that crap. So, God, that was annoying the first time around. And last but not least, Natural Talent Seeker Valoroid. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but I run 4 copies of him. So that's the grade 2 lineup. Now on to the grade 3s, which is 2 copies of Fang of Light Garmor, who calls a Snowball or Brugal to the field and gains 1,000 power for each of one of those. Yeah, the deck I run should be pretty odd. Which is the next up is White Dragon Knight Pendragon, the only limit breaker in the entire deck, and the limit break is basically a grade 3 search, which basically is a grade 0. Is basically the grade 0, is basically the grade 3 version of a grade 0 that does the same thing, but without a counter blast. Oh, and when he hits the field, he gains 5,000 power. So on the first turn you ride him, he's at 15,000 power. Next up is Secret Sword Seeker Volt Igrin. I'm not sure if I pronounced his name right, but I really don't care. Basically, he's one of the starter deck from the Seekers, one of the Seeker starter deck guys. 5,000 power when he goes into Legion, and when he's in Rearguard he gains 2,000 power when he attacks the Vanguard. So yeah, and last and not least, I only run 7 grade 3s in the deck, which I'm fine with. Normally I run 8, but that is fine. Splitting Seeker Bartos. Basically, kind of blasts a card with Seeker in its name, which this entire deck will eventually become a Seeker. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, if it's in Legion, you may pay the cost if you do. Choose up to 4 units in the front. the front row. Okay. The Seeker in their name, and those units gain 3,000 power. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Whatever. His second ability is Counterblast a card with Seeker in its name. When this unit is placed on the background circle, and pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for combined strength Seeker, basically his partner, or as they say in the show, his mate, which is really weird. This deck does actually have some grade 4s in it. The Sentinels, to be specific. Holy Dragon. Laser Guard Dragon. Now, its effect, obviously, it's a grade 4, or not grade 4. A heal trigger on the turn on your opponent's attack step. If you have one or more grade 2s in the rear guard circle, obviously, he gains 5,000 power. Or she, it's probably a she. But yeah, that, and right now I have a card known as Sea Breeze. Basically, the if your opponent has a grade 2 Counterblast 2, discard a card. Obviously a grade 3 or greater, standard, and you can ride this even though your opponent only has a grade 2. You can basically strike while your opponent only has a grade 2. Yeah, of course you do have to grab a grade 3, so you would have to go first. Yeah, your opponent would have to go second. Otherwise, Sea Breeze is kinda useless. Yeah, but yeah, that's the deck. Right now I only have one Majesty Lord Blaster. I would like more. Plus the cards that would go good with a Majesty Lord Blaster hybrid mixed deck, if that makes any sense. It would be very appreciated. So yeah, you know, actually this is shorter than most of my videos. Oh yeah, as in, I forgot to mention this in my last video, but I'm back in my living room because, well, right now my mother is sleeping. And if people are wondering why I still live with my mother at 22, yeah, I'm going to milk this. I'm going to live here as long as I freaking can. That way I don't have to worry about paying rent or shit like that. So, yeah. Also, in the comments, please let me know if, you want me to do a Let's Play video of anything. Hell, I'll even do it of friggin' Minecraft. Well, maybe not Minecraft, because I kinda suck at Minecraft. That's why I got the fucking guidebooks. But, yeah. Star Wars The Old Republic, if you want. Maybe a little bit of World of Warcraft. Just let me know if you want me to do any gameplay videos, and I will attempt, which I do actually want to do that, but I will attempt to get some frickin' the proper recording equipment for that. I'm gonna have to find someone that knows how the hell to make decent amount of videos. that's gonna be a pain in the ass, but yeah. For now, that's about it. Yeah. I will eventually try and do that. I will make sure to get proper recording equipment. If you ever want me to review a game for if people want to see Sword Art Online Lost Song gameplay, which my friend has, just let me know, and I will again get the proper recording equipment and see if he doesn't mind helping with that. So, without yeah, but that's about it. Is there anything else? Nope. If you've seen my other videos, you know everything that I'm looking for. I've just stated in my 2 recent videos everything that I'm looking for. Just let me know, and in the comments below if you have any of the stuff that I'm looking for. You can contact me and we can set up a meeting so we can actually discuss trades, or right now trades, but eventually I will probably work on buying stuff. I'm doing some pricing on a site called Face to Face Games. So far their prices are better than most. Better than TCG Player, Toywiz.com. What was the other site? Yeah, no, pretty much just those places. Pretty much just those 3 sites that I mentioned are, yeah. My locals is known as CG Realm, although it's fairly close to another card store or another gaming store called Brimstone Games. Both are great stores. So yeah, just yeah, that's about it. So if you can actually figure out what my recent end saying is, let me know in the comments if you've been able to figure out what the hell I say at every end of my videos means, and that is Lotaro Gar. If anyone can figure that out, and I don't care if you go online and figure it out, type in the comments if you know what those words mean. Because I want to see how many of you can actually figure that out. And I don't care if you actually, and this is for the people who play World of Warcraft, because this is a World of Warcraft saying. If you can figure it out what it means, and I'll even give you one more thing to help with it. In the game, Lotaro Gar is Orcish. I'm not gonna say what it means in Orcish, but it's Orcish from World of Warcraft. So if you can figure it out, I don't care if you go on to Wowhead, or you just type in what does Lotaro Gar mean. I don't care, as long as you I'm just curious of how many people can actually figure this out. So with that said, Lotaro Gar.